according to me, that was the toughest round in the whole process.
Like my first half totally was based on project, and my project was very simple.
So you should take your time to explore your interest and then build your profile.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Hello everyone, I am Kushal Ajay and this is Saj Programmer. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. तो आपने बहुत ही अच्छा रिस्पांस दिया मेरे लाइव के सेशन पे भी और बहुत ही अच्छा सपोर्ट मिल भी रहा है, तो यार ऐसे ही सपोर्ट बनाए रखो। आज का वीडियो है स्टैंडर्ड चार्टर्ड इंटर्नशिप एक्सपीरियंस का, जिसमें मैंने इनवाइट किया है आदित्य को और ईशान को। तो जानते हैं उनसे सारे इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चंस का जवाब। चैनल पर नए हो सब्सक्राइब जरूर कर देना। चलिए शुरू करते हैं। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल थैंक यू आदित्य एंड ईशान फॉर एक्सेप्टिंग माई इनवाइट। बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग सेशन होगा, बहुत सारे इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चंस हमारे लिए रेडी किए मैंने, तो जल्दी से शुरू करते हैं। सबसे पहले प्लीज ब्रीफली इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्फ स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम यू ईशान।
Yeah, so thanks for having me here. I am Ishan Sethi, currently in third year of my engineering, and I am studying electronics and communication at NIT Jalandhar.
And what about you, Aditya?
So first of all, thank you, sir, for having us. And my name is Aditya Manchanda, and I'm currently pursuing BTech at NIT Jalandhar. My branch is Computer Science and Engineering, and I'm in pre-final year.
Okay, great. So, what opportunity you guys got, and was it off campus or on campus? Please, if you can, Aditya, if you can tell us.
So we both have cracked at the position of internship at Standard Chartered Bank GBS,
Okay.
and it was an on-campus opportunity.
Okay. So, do you know anything about the profile, Ishan?
Yes, sir. Basically, it's an NCSD profile only. So all that software development stuff, development things, etc.
So you guys might have the same hiring process, right? So if Ishan, you can elaborate what was the sequence of rounds and the difficulty level of them.
So firstly, there were aptitude rounds, two of the aptitude rounds. Before that, there was a basic behavioral test that was much easier, and two aptitude rounds that were, I think, the most difficult rounds of the entire interview process. And after that, there was a coding round consisting of two questions, one easy and one a bit side medium, but it was easy. And after that, there was one interview, and after that, a small interview like a final judgment from a senior panel, and then there was a HR. Yeah.
Okay. So the process was same for you, Aditya, as well. I mean, or there were less number of rounds or a more number of rounds than Ishan?
No, it was exactly the same.
Okay. So according to your experience, what was the difficulty level of those aptitude rounds? Because we have seen Goldman Sachs, recently there was the aptitude test of Goldman Sachs, and which was very difficult. So how was your experience during your time?
So basically, I take too much confidence in my aptitude level skills.
Okay.
So the first round I cleared it with very ease, like, okay, this is the question, this is the answer. And but the second round, the data interpretation round, I find it a little bit tough because of the time constraints maybe. So according to me, that was the toughest round in the whole process.
Okay, I see. So during your interviews and during the aptitude test, what topics, DSA topics were covered? Starting from you, Ishan.
So topics were for coding round. There was a question of first thing, I think sorting first was and the second was a simple DFS approach, and it was solved. And DSA, like it was in interview process, I think they just a whole out of us, and not particularly on the DSA skills. My interview first half was much headed upon the project, and then I have some experiences in like doing off-campus interns. So after that, he asked me about them, and overall my journey through in college, the clubs, everything he asked about me. And the second round, there was a simple question related to arrays and a simple question related to like use of class and the functions that we use.
Basically OOPS concepts. Okay. And what topics, what were the topics of MCQs in the aptitude test?
MCQs, aptitude was normal, like mental ability, puzzles like this, and the data inputtation was like we use statistics and some formulas, basic formulas were used, but it was time consuming.
Okay. And what about you, Aditya? What DSA topics covered?
So basically, the initial aptitude round was general reasoning, and the next data interpretation round, as Ishan said, it was the same. Uh, for the coding round, like my approach was a little bit different. Like for first question, I used priority queue, and the next question I used hard coding plus dynamic programming. So my maybe approach was different. And in the first interview, as Ishan said, it was more of like how much you know the computer science as a field. So it was more domain based generally. And for DSA, he asked me to implement just like general queue, and he asked me question related to linked lists and arrays as well. In this next round, a question related to array and one related to like pointers.
Okay, I see.
So that's all that was discussed.
So any system design question was covered in in your interview?
Yeah, in the second round of my interview, he asked me to create a general system for students and teachers. So I was asked to describe how will I manage like attendance of the students, how will I manage scoring, grading, like general stuff you generally found in LMS like this.
Okay, and what about you, Ishan?
Same question from me, but the data was different. He asked me to fetch a record of senior citizens from a particular city, and then he told that how will you represent this? Some certain fields were there, and we have to represent that visually.
Okay.
So how will you do that visualization part, and what skill or what the language, I would say, what tech stack you will use for that, and any idea, anything you can tell. So that was
Okay. Nice. So, like, what resources have you used during your preparation? And starting from you, Aditya, were those resources
So-
paid or unpaid? Please tell us about that also.
So I used mostly unpaid resources like for coding practice or anything. Geeks for Geeks is God, and apart from that, there is LeetCode as well. And so I practice question on both platforms. And for my like domain for development purposes, I bought one course from Udemy for Django development. So I learned from that and developed a course. Apart from that, I also did some work in machine learning. So, but that was also unpaid because, to be honest, there are plethora of resources available on internet, and so like there is a lot available unpaid. So it's not necessary to go for paid resources as well. It's just a choice.
Yes, true. And what about you, Ishan?
Same for me. Always preferred free resources and mostly GFG, and everybody should do GFG must. It is must, and certain YouTube channels which provided free lectures and the data structures and algorithm part, theory part was come from there. And for practice, that Codeforces, CodeShare.
I see. So, how projects help you during your complete journey and in cracking this internship? So, starting from you, Ishan.
So project is what they do not need that very high level projects, and they do not need to use the different tech stack, and basically they see your thinking power and your implementation approach. So like my first half totally was based on project, and my project was very simple, a simple e-commerce website. But the points I raised, and he also helped me a lot. Interview was very good, and he asked me that what you did, what the part you did, and what is new, like what will you new provide. I said it is very simple, and in e-commerce website everything is developed. But I said since it was my first project, I learned a lot of stuff, and this is the thing I think I grabbed in this first project. Like they see your approach, why are you making this project, and what is the basic purpose. So
Yes. So, what impact and what are your achievements and what are you learning from a particular project? They are more interested in that. And what was your experience, Aditya, in terms of projects?
So like Ishan, my interviews was not based on projects mostly, but he asked me like what was my preference for projects. Like he asked me whether I want to work in the system part or application part, or like I'm interested in which part. And so the answer that I gave was based on on my project, because it seemed like he has opened my resume in front of him. So I gave the answer based on that as well as. But apart from that, what I believe is that projects help us to explore the in depth what we have learned. Like yes, I have learned Python. Now what should I do next? So projects help us to explore the aspects of the language which cannot be learned directly only through tutorials.
Yes. So, additional subjects like computer networks and operating systems and DBMS, how much they actually matter? How much questions are being asked in the interviews? So, how was your experience, Ishan, with respect to these?
So for my interview, they were not being that much asked, but I would say it totally depends on the interview. If you are able to provide or you are able to sell with your project stuff, your data structure stuff, and he likes that very much, so I think they will not go on that. But if they have specifications that they have to ask everything, like certain companies have, they have to ask each and every subject, so they would go on that.
Oh. And what about you, Aditya?
So my interviews went into the depths of these subjects as well. I was asked question from computer networks, from DBMS as well, and he also went for OS. But at that time, the subject was not discussed in my course curriculum. So I requested him like that we have not studied this course at this moment. So he said okay, and then he went on to other subjects.
Okay. How much CGPA matters during in the complete process of getting an internship?
Basically, CGPA, like for placement purposes or for internship tests, CGPA acts like a filter. They just put a particular criteria, like we need students above this CGPA limit, and after that, it's all about your skills. How much you are able to handle the interview pressure, how much is your resume standing out. So it all depends on that.
Okay. यार ऐसा होता है कि students confused रहते हैं what domain to choose. So domain does even matter, or one should choose a particular domain to crack such internships.
So domain, I think I would suggest that first, if you have any particular interest from your past, then you can choose a particular domain, or else you will choose any domain if you do it regularly with consistency and put your effort in it. That will in end show up. So that's it. I would say that's it.
What are your views over it, Aditya?
According to me, like the domain we choose, it's mostly based on our interest.
Yes.
And the thing that to keep in mind is that whatever domain are you choosing, if you are specifying that yes, this is my domain of interest and I have worked in these projects, so you should be totally confident, because once you choose a domain, you should they don't expect you to be in like total depth of that domain, but they expect you to know the basics, to know the fundamentals of that domain, and
Yes.
at least you should have built some beginner level projects for the internship purposes.
I mean, you mentioned, students choose a domain out of interest, but many a times I've seen that students choose a domain which is in trend, like machine learning. So students are rushing towards machine learning, keeping the fact that machine learning is a trend right now. So let's do it. One should analyze first all the domains and then choose according to their interest. That's fine. So lastly, any advice for the juniors, starting from you, Ishan?
So advice for juniors, I would say consistency, and yes, from first year itself, start doing do not have to work 7 or 8 hours if you're starting from the first year, and maintain a certain consistency for every day, first year and second year, and everything will be easy. Yeah.
Yes, true. And what is your advice for the juniors, Aditya?
So I would advise my juniors, if you're in first year or second year, so you should take your time to explore your interest and then build your profile before appearing from an interview or for applying an internship. Your profile, it really matters, not only internship, like in the future as well. So take your time to explore your interest and build your profile first.
Sure. Great. So thank you guys for your time. It was a great session. I hope this session will help a lot of students. तो आशा करता हूँ आपको वीडियो बहुत पसंद आया होगा, बहुत सारी चीज़ें जानने को मिली होगी। ऐसे ही बहुत सारे वीडियोस आ रहे हैं आगे भी। अगर आपको कोई स्पेसिफिक वीडियो चाहिए तो प्लीज़ कमेंट डाउन बिलो, और ईशान और आदित्य से कोई भी और डाउट हो तो प्लीज़ लिंक्डइन से उनसे कनेक्ट हो जाना। डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में मैंने आईडी मेंशन कर दी है, और अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ की वीडियो अभी तक नहीं देखें तो प्लीज़ वो जाके देख लेना। ऐसे और वीडियोज़ के लिए फॉलो सैवेज प्रोग्राम में मिलते हैं ऐसी अगले किसी वीडियो में। तब तक के लिए बाय बाय, टेक केयर।